Hello,
Hello.
how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing so well right now.
Welcome to your IELTS speaking tests.
All right.
And my name is Teacher Lopez. Can you please introduce yourself?
So my name is Viết Vương. Full name is Viết Vương. Or you can call my English name is Carl. I'm really interested in English. I have some special hobbies about eating and playing sport because that give me the vibe and the energy for the whole days. If I'm winning and if I'm losing, I wanna get the motivations to practice more.
Do you have any favorites and things you like to do in your free time?
In my free time, I often listening to music. I really like to listen to music because it express my feelings. It's make me relax. I feel comfortable and sometimes it's give me focus to do my homework. Also, eating is one of my most favorite things. I love to try different food from different country. I could know their culture, their style of making food, what is the flavors like, and I like to try as much food when I'm still alive.
All right, let's talk about being patient. Right,
Right, right.
speaking part one now. Right, being patient. Why do you think, or what do you do when you're waiting for something? What do you do when you're waiting for something? For example, waiting for a bus, a train, or even a taxi.
So the waiting times is often my free times too. I need to waiting for the bus every day because it's helped me come to school. In that time, I often listening to music. It could give me the energies to have a great mornings, and I could have motivations to done hard working at school.
And have you ever lost your patience while waiting for something before? Why or why
Uh,
not?
well, in the past, I have like I was not a chill guy in the past. I was easily to get mad or angry. I remember once time my friends was come late 30 minutes for the hangout and I was really mad at him. I just like curse a lot and after that I tell all the things to my parents. They explain the things I have done to my friends as a bad things. I have really apologized to him. I have sorry him later, and my parents give me some solutions to relax while waiting for my friends and not lost the patience. It's something like I could reading books or playing some games or watching YouTube.
Right? And are you generally um, a patient person in all situations?
For now, I'm still developing my impatience. I'm not a great, I'm not a good, I'm not a good guy. That's my opinions. I still have lost patience sometimes, but I still improve it to have a better future.
All right? And people in your country generally patient?
For me in Vietnam, there will still some people have patience, but a lot of people don't have impatience, especially in the road. You know, when someone is crossing the road very fast, when it's a red light, or they are cursing or roasting each other because they don't let they go. That is really bad things about Vietnam, and it could cause to danger for people.
All right? And let's move to part two of your speaking test. Now, in part two, I'll give you a speaking card to talk about the topic. You have 1 to 2 minutes to talk about it, and you have 1 minute to write down notes. Here is a pen and a paper,
Okay.
and you can start now. All right, you can start speaking.
So about an interesting old object that my family is still keeping right now. It's a really gorgeous necklace that my grandmother uh, take it from Russia to here. Uh, in the past, my grandmother have doing work in Russia. Uh, he bring this necklace to Vietnam. It look really shiny and georgette. She told that this necklace give her a lot of luckies, and it look very beautiful on her. When sometime I taking this necklace for my grandmother, she's realized a lot of backstory when she was in Russia. When she was working there, she told a lot uh, their, about her history. It's just like an adventure. It's really interesting, and I really love to hear it every time I meet her. And my family have kept that for like more than 10 years. It's really old, but it's still really gorgeous and beautiful.
All right, let's move to part three. In
Okay.
this part, we're going to have a conversation and still sticking to the theme of this conversation is talking about the value of the past. Let me ask you a question. Why do people like to keep things that remind them of the past?
When you keep something in the past, like when you are older, if you're looking at it, you might realize some story in the past. Like I have written a diary for like 2 years ago, and once times I clean my room, I found it, and I read a lot of my stories since I was very young. It was hilarious, and it's giving really good energies. Also, if I keeping like the old thing, it could remind me about what I have done in the past, like what I'm good at, what I'm bad at, and I could know what I need to improve in the future so I could be a better guy, a better version.
Right? And do you think all historical buildings should be kept?
I think you should keep some important things that stay with you like for a long times, like a diary, your most favorite toys. I have a really interesting like event in my family. Like uh, once a year, we will collect all the most most interesting things from uh, each member in the family and keep them in the box. And for years, we will open it together to to see like, do we have some story to tell about each other? Why we like to keep it, and what is the interesting fact that it given to us, and what is this important things to our life?
Right? And would you say objects made in the past are better than modern ones?
Maybe in the future the objects could be upgrade. There will be more technology in it. Will be more cool, and more cool and more beautiful. But for me, the old things, it's not just about the look. It's keep our memories in it. When it's saying that, we could know what we in the past and have a lot of realizable for our life.
All right, still talking about history, right?
Right.
Let's talk about museums for a bit. What type of museums are there in your country?
In our country have a lot of historic museum, like the war. In this museum, people are keeping plane, tanks, some old thing that is significant and really interesting, and they also give informations in there, so we could study and see what is the war look like.
Okay, and do you think museums are the best way of teaching people about past events?
uh, Nowadays we have a lot of ways to study, but I think museum is one of the most interesting activity to learn. If people just talk, we just know about it. We doesn't like know what it look like, what is the color, or what is it. So when we come to the museum, we could see it directly, and there was some. true descriptions and true fact about it, so we could learn a lot about history and Vietnamese.
Okay, and how do you think museums could attract people to learn about history in the future?
In the future, I think they could make some stories or some movies. As you see, a movies named Murder is really interesting and famous for people. And for me, after watching that movie, I have a lot of motivations to learn about histories, about wars and the Vietnamese people. It remind me a lot of lessons and a lot of the past. So I think if there is more historic movies about wars about people in Vietnam, there was more people wants to learn about history.
Okay, and have you been to a museum before? Can you share your experience? How did you feel?
I have been once time with my school. That was a really great time with my friends. We all were chilling with each other, watching this thing and take note of that. I have seen a real airplane of my life. It's huge and it's look really cool. There's a lot of informations about them. We could know. I still remember it's called B-52. It look really big and it gave me how hard the shoulder back of that day are working to keep our independence and our countries. I have learned a lot, and have a lot of lessons when I was come there with my friends.
Amazing. That's the end of your speaking test. Congratulations.